Morning. What time's that, Sid, picking up the other box of T-shirts then?
1 o'clock, he said, so I'll have to slip out later and hand them over.
Am I hallucinating?
What do you mean?
You two in early. Bloomin' heck, now I know really I'm seeing things.
Nah, it's my fault. I wanted some practice using the overlocker and Beth and Izzy offered to help me.
Oh, well, that's a relief. For a minute there, I thought I might need to go back on my meds.
Well, we better get started on those orders today, aren't we, girls, since we're all here?
Good idea.
Bloomin' heck, I should go away more often.
Oh, really?
It's okay. You're doing great.
You said you believed the offices were empty.
Yeah.
So where exactly did you think Stefan was, if not in the office? Well, his car was parked outside. Would it not be reasonable to assume he was inside the building?
We've been through all of this several times.
Yeah, I know. Jack thought everyone had gone home for the night. Except we've reviewed all the CCTV footage in the area, and contrary to what Jack told us, it's quite clear the building wasn't empty. We've been able to trace Jack's approach to the office. We can see him loitering near Stefan's car. And in the background, we can clearly see someone entering reception.
Didn't see them, I swear.
I'm sorry, Jack, but I find that very hard to believe. The weight of evidence is against you, and because of that, I'm going to ask the CPS to charge you with the more serious offence. Arson with intent to endanger life.
Right. You gonna tell me what's been going on then, or what?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not an idiot, is it?
It wasn't my idea.
All right. It's not me to look so worried. You're not in trouble.
I'm not.
Oh, no. You're just covering for a co-worker. I actually admire that.
You do?
Only, come on. Betsy has to take accountability for her own mistakes, doesn't she?
Sorry, what?
Oh, Izzy, stop playing so dumb. I know it's been Betsy that's been sewing the gussets on back to front, so it's very noble of you to take the blame. But I don't think it's going to do her any favours in the long run, is it?
Got ya.
Got me.
It won't happen again.
Good. Go on. Hello, and welcome. Come on.
Well, is she on to us? Well, she is. She didn't let on. So it was just about your shoddy work?
Yeah. Well, except she thinks it's Betsy's shoddy work and I'm covering for her.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry. I had to give her some terrible liar.
Yeah, you could have blamed Beth. She was the one that got us into this mess.
What mess? There is no mess. We just need Kirky to answer his phone so we can figure out where the T-shirts are. Get them back before she finds out.
What do you mean you got a delivery of T-shirts? We don't make T-shirts. Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'll look into it.
Gonna get away with this.
You three, ladies. My office now. So the client rang to say that they were delivered by my delivery driver.
So, nothing to do with us.
No comment.
This is Connor. Why are we here?
You three were in early this morning, were you not?
Yeah, we told you. This one, she was struggling with the overlocker.
Oh, so you two decided to leave real personalities at home and help somebody in need for once in your life.
Yeah. I can be a good Samaritan when I want to be.
All right, ladies, I'm getting bored of this and I'm in need of my mid-afternoon coffee. So my theories on this are threefold. Number one, you're using an underworld client to support you in some kind of side hustle. No? Two, you're storing them shirts for somebody who's got them off the back of a lorry. Three, and I know none of you be this stupid. You're using underworld machinery to make counterfeit designer gear and sell it. Which puts my whole business at risk.
No comment.
Well, somebody better start talking, Izzy. And fast.
Can't keep us in here all day, we're not prisoners.
Well, you're welcome to leave. You choose to be unemployed.
As if you're gonna sack us.
Well, I will if you've done something illegal, Beth. I mean, those T-shirts are on the way back here, and if they are counterfeit, they'll be going straight to the police station.
They've got murders to solve, they don't care about some fake garms.
I hope for your sake, Betsy, that's true.
You should know we're loyal employees.
Is that so?
We love working here for you. Speak for yourself.
What was that, Beth?
Well, all this. Accusations and finger wagging. It's a load of rubbish. You don't value me as an employee.
I value employees that respect me.
Oh, sauce for not respecting someone who accuses me of lying.
Stop talking!
Yes, I would listen to her if I were you, Beth.
Do you know what? I should be working for someone who knows my true worth. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, free to leave, am I? See ya.
Well, if the baby's anything like Lauren, my money's on a happy ending.
Yeah, mine too. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, she thinks she's all tough, but I reckon she's going to spoil him rotten.
Yeah, she'll be amazing if she gets the chance.
Sorry, has Lauren had the baby? I know this is a private conversation.
Well, she's 3 months early, so it's touch and go.
Maximum here was the hero of the hour. He had to scream in and call the fire brigade to break the door down.
But how come?
Well, the mate had locked her in by mistake.
Doors in there. You couldn't make it up.
Cheers. Hello, young lady. I was wondering if we could have a quick word. Oh, I can come back later if it's bad time.
Knock yourself out. I've never been more popular.
We'll see you later, yeah?
Yeah, cheers for the stuff.
It's our pleasure. You know you're doing great. Bye.
Bye. It's all a bit overwhelming, isn't it?
I just can't believe I'm a parent.
I was the same. How are you doing after the mugging? Have you reported it?
I've not really had the chance.
Right, yeah. I heard you were locked in the flat.
Yeah. That was down to my mate. She didn't know I had no keys.
Blimey. With mates like that.
It's a good job I've got Max. I know.
To this ditzy gal pal.
Can we not drag her into it? She's proper mortified.
Okay. Look, I'm sorry to bring this up, but testing Frankie's DNA is the best chance of nailing Nathan.
Well, what if they get it wrong?
Chances of that are 1 in 142,000.
For real?
I know you didn't want to make a statement about him being the father, but DNA proof would be a whole other ballgame. Not his word against yours. His word against scientific proof. Not even Nathan can escape the truth of DNA. Are you ready to get Frankie tested?
Are you mad at me?
No. No, of course not. My timing's not the best.
Frankie is all that matters. And I don't want to think about anything or anyone else.
Spoken like a very good mum. But we do need to bring him to justice, though. Let's put the DNA test on the back burner for now, until the time feels right for you and Frankie. Agreed?
Agreed.
And if you change your mind, you've got my number.
Thank you.
Right then. I'll get out of your hair. I was just on my way to see you.
Oh, yeah?
I want to make a statement about Nathan. And if I'm reading her right, I don't think she'll let us do a DNA test on the baby.
Bummer.
I mean, I could be wrong, but she seems less interested in justice.
Well, isn't she just full of raging hormones?
Yeah. I mean, she seems smitten with motherhood, which is great. God knows that kid needs a break, but...
That slimeball Nathan will be off the hook.
It's a simple DNA test.
Hey, these cases can take their toll.
Joel, this one's keeping me awake at night.
So what can I do?
I was wondering what, with you and Dee Dee looking out for her, if you could perhaps try a bit of gentle persuasion. You know, or at least get her to open up about why she's so reluctant. I get the feeling that she's still terrified of him.
With good reason.
Yeah, but if she could talk it through with you two, who have no skin in the game, well, you'll be able to address her concerns logically. You know, help her to realise that DNA proof could put an end to it all.
Okay. But not just yet. She's only just given birth, and it was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, absolutely. My daughter was prem. Perfectly formed, but in miniature. I mean, she's 16 now and a total nightmare, but I'd take a bullet for her. Listen, thank you for agreeing to try.
Not at all. Glad to help.
See you.
Bye.
Oi! You're my till £8.
All right.
She nicked 2 sandwiches.
Nah, let's have a look like me.
I know it was you. It's on CCTV.
Betsy, what the hell? I am so sorry.
Get in the car.
All right, Mum, I need to have a stroke.
Shut up and get in the car.
What the hell do you think you're playing with?
I knew it was going to be one of those days. Look, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm just going to come out and say it. Can I have my job back, please? OK. Would you like a raise as well, or perhaps a company car? You're being sarcastic. Well spotted. How'd you do it, Beth? Did you get Kirk on board? Don't know what you're talking about. It was you, Kirk, Izzy and Betsy. Because you couldn't have thought up this on your own, I mean. Why couldn't I? Not that I'm saying I was involved, anyway. Where are you going? To ask Kurt to step in here for a sec? Oh, please don't. All right, it was me. Yes, I did it. You and who else? Just me? You don't expect me to believe you made all those T-shirts on your Todd? I worked through the night. I'm a good grafter, me. You know I am. Look, I will make it up to you if you just give me another chance. Please? Beth, you used my premises to do something illegal. And I can't trust you anymore. Don't be asking me for a reference either.
Just give me a sec. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at work?
Day off?
Really?
Yeah, really. Do you listen to anything I say? You know what? I came here to speak about something actually quite serious, but if you're just going to mug me off...
Whoa, Betsy, hey. What's the matter?
Always a pleasure.
Take a seat.
So, how can I help?
That depends.
On?
exactly what you tell me regarding the fact you've been messaging my daughter.
That's an interesting read. But that's not my number.
Doesn't mean you didn't send them. You could have a second phone.
Ooh, I don't like what you're implying. And for something like this, you should be recording it under caution.
Yeah, that's an option.
Not for you, it isn't. I'm pretty sure that'd break conflict of interest rules.
No, as you said, it's a voluntary chat.
Feels more like an interrogation.
Do you have kids?
Yeah.
Live with you, do they?
No.
Well, maybe it's different for you. But you watch them from being a baby. You obsess over them, every facial expression, every sound, listening out for their needs.
Yeah, I don't think I need a lesson in parenting. I do have a lot to do today, though, so can I go now, please?
So when they get older and they start to lie, you know. I mean, you don't always know why they're lying, but instinctively you know something's up. You also know when they're being honest. Betsy wasn't lying. So tell me, Joel, why did you violently grab my daughter by the arm?
Okay. I admit it. I did approach Sabrina as I would have done anyone who was crying as much as she was. The poor girl was bawling her eyes out. And then Betsy came over. I gave them my card. I said they can call me if they need help. But then Betsy just wouldn't leave me alone. I did humour it for a while because I felt sorry for her. I even gave her a bit of cash because I thought that's what she was after. I thought that she'd stop calling me and just move on to someone else.
That's not how she recalls it, and it doesn't explain the bruise on her arm.
Right. I don't know anything about any bruises. I never touched her. But look, I can't help if your daughter latches on. You know I'm not the first person she's had a crush on, and I'm sure I won't be the last.
Oi.
Thanks for the lift.
No, it's the least I could do under the circumstances.
Look, try not to be too hard on her. Being a teenager these days, it can't be easy. She's a good kid.
Oh, wait. I've got a disaster at the hotel. Hang on, I've got to take this number.
It's fine.
Yes, Debbie, what's the matter?
Ah, Swin Rooney. Let me guess. Black coffee, 2 sugars. Hang on. Okay, that's 160, please. Thank you. Cheers.
Hi.
Hey.
Sorry about calling earlier on.
No, that's fine.
You must think we're harassing Joel, what with talking to him yesterday and...
Do you remember that necklace?
Necklace?
Yeah, Lauren's necklace.
No? But we all forget things, don't we? A bit like Joel forgetting he'd represented Lauren.
It was pretty innocuous at the time.
What did he tell you about our chat at the station?
Just that he was seeing a client.
Oh. So Interesting. Here you go. Cheers. See ya. Roy?
Detective Sergeant.
Roy.
Oh, welcome home, Roy. How was it?
Very good, very good.
It's happened. It shouldn't have. Is your fiancé? Not anymore. I shouldn't have got involved with him.
No, he preyed on you. He took advantage of you when you were at your most vulnerable.
She's right. He groomed you, Lauren.
I agree.
Giving you money, taking care of you, and then sleeping with you.
And the physical attacks. The brutality of that assault. I am so sorry, Lauren.
No.
Joel Deering, I'm arresting you on suspicion of grievous bodily
No.
harm. You
No,
do not
you're
have
wrong.
to say anything, but it may
You
help
can't
your
believe a
defense
word
if you
she
do not
says.
mention when
We need to
questioned,
interview
something
Miss
which later line in
Bolton.
court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
She's the one you should be speaking to.
Wait, why do you need to talk to Lauren?
Mr. Deering alleges that Miss Bolton procured and took abortion pills.
You are?
Legal abortion.
Wrong is the word you're looking for. She has been trying to take me down.
No, I haven't.
Seducing me.
No.
It has to be stopped.
No, I didn't do anything. I would never hurt my baby.
Right, shall we take this into the interview room?
No, he did it to me.
Just take him to the tailors, will you?
Tell him, please. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Lauren.
You're a liar.
I'm really sorry to have to do this to you, but I'm going to have to ask you a few more questions under caution.
I've told you everything. I wish I'd done it sooner, but I'm doing it now.
Let's talk again about each and every occasion you had sex with her.
Really?
Really?
She was a willing participant. More than willing. Look, they'll find traces of something in her blood, in the baby's blood, whatever. I'll be proved right. She'd had a drink when she admitted it, but why would she lie?
Tell me again what she said.
She said she'd looked up drugs that kill babies in the womb, or words to that effect. She bought the stuff online.
But after all that, it didn't work.
Thank God. I felt guilty reporting her. Please just tell me I did the right thing.
Despite her age, despite the vulnerable position you'd put her in, despite the fact she'd been missing all that time.
Ethics versus law. Is that the best use of our time?
We'll find out exactly who acquired it. When, how, with what bank account.
Maybe she used cash.
Online.
I think she said she got it online. Maybe I've misremembered.
You seem fairly certain, according to DC Green's report.
I'm guessing they've already tested it.
Hospitals keep hold of some placentas, believe it or not. They found misoprostol in Lauren's.
So she did do it.
Not according to her bank account. Unless, of course, she misremembered and she paid cash.
Maybe she used a friend's debit card.
Seems unlikely she'd have thought it through to that extent.
Covering her tracks. That doesn't seem far-fetched at all.
Yeah, whereas you covering your tracks. That's not so hard to believe, is it? You know how these things work, took the necessary precautions.
Well, I let you check my bank statements, my internet search history. You're trying to spin a lack of evidence as guilt.
You don't seem overly upset. You know, for someone who thinks the mother of his child tried to illegally abort it.
Well, I've had some time to come to terms with it.
Yeah, poor Dee Dee, by the way.
I knew she'd find out eventually. I should have told her about the baby. But I left it too late.
Do you know that's the first thing you've said that I actually believe?
Lauren told you who attacked her. She gave you his name and he's in prison. Yeah, you were forced to drop it, you said, but the fact remains, you linked him to Lauren's DNA, whether you chose to pursue it or not. So I'm still not entirely sure what I'm doing here.
Who's the latest, Mr. Deering? Is there a long line of teenage girls that...
If so, where are they? These young, disadvantaged girls. Why wouldn't they speak up?
We're working on it.
You know, I often work as a duty solicitor. I've had many clients. The young and the downtrodden amongst them. They, thanks to your lot, are often the ones who need us the most.
Yeah, and many of them come to rely on you. Some of them feel like they owe you. Oh, no, correction, actually. You feel like they owe you. I mean, they're not so keen, but they oblige. For cash.
See, now you're just improvising. If you're going to charge me, set bail. If not, you can escort me to the door.
He helped me look for her. All he wanted was to get there first.
Please, just let us do our job.
Feel free, don't let me stop you.
To be clear, we locked up Nathan Curtis, the man you thought was guilty.
Maybe they're in it together.
Oh, just go home.
What did Ellie say? Because these blokes stick together, it's organised.
Until more evidence comes to light, this is where we find ourselves. I'm sorry if you feel disappointed, but we're not all here to please you. We are trying to get a conviction based on fact.
You're letting Joel get away with it.
Miss Platt...
So if I bump into him in the street, what am I supposed to do? What are any of us supposed to do?
We advise you to report any suspicious behaviour.
And what would be the point? Could his behaviour get any more suspicious than it already is? Lauren has literally told you that it was him. That is all the proof that you need.
If only.
Oh, one more thing. That time that my mum's flat got broken into when nothing was taken.
I don't know anything about that.
That was the day that Joel agreed to help me. He found out about the bank statements that Lauren was using my credit card. Do you remember? I came to see you that day. You brushed me off then, just like you're brushing me off now. But what if that was him? What if he's actually madder than any of us realise?
It's Wayne's World.
You again. I'll have to make you a bed up here.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I'm trying to avoid. So I've decided to come clean.
A confession. That'll make life easier.
Not really. I didn't tell the whole truth earlier.
And what's brought on this sudden attack of conscience? I thought you lawyers were immune.
Yeah, well, like I say, I prefer my own bed to that of a custody cell. And I want Dee Dee to come to her senses before she ends up in one.
And why would that happen?
Well, she did something very silly after I told her about the one-night stand and Lauren attempting to kill Frankie.
You never mentioned this conversation before.
I was trying to protect her. But she needs protecting from herself.
I still don't follow.
Well, it's obvious that she and Lauren both felt rejected by me, and then they cooked up these ridiculous allegations between them.
Sounds more like conjecture to me. But we best get it on tape. If you want to come through.
Morning. Can I help?
Didn't think you'd want me flashing my warrant card. I need to talk to you.
Again? I'm up to my eyes in it. I've got 2 off sick. I've got a driver running late. Should know that flipping caution off by heart by now.
All this is for your protection just as much as ours. So, did you know your daughter Bethany came to see me yesterday?
Much good it did her. She's in the right state. She won't leave her room. Thinks that Nathan's mates are out to get her.
I'm sorry to hear that. Bethany's adamant Nathan Curtis and Joel Deering were in cahoots over the attacks on Lauren Bolton. Nathan Curtis claims you planted the DNA on him.
We keep having this conversation. I keep saying, no offence, what has it got to do with me?
Is Curtis right?
Nathan Curtis is a liar, amongst other things.
You were the last person seen near his van.
The last person that was interviewed, unless you've spoken to every single person on Beasley Street. Because if you had, you'd know somebody else was in that van. I have barely spoken 2 words to Lauren Bolton, let alone got close enough to her to grab her by the ponytail.
Your daughter claims Lauren Bolton can't be trusted.
I'm not my daughter.
Do you think Lauren's telling the truth?
She can tell the truth about me. Because there's no fear of reprisals. But those men are dangerous. You only have to look at Bethany's scars, and they're hardly going to take Lauren's accusations lying down, either of them. Do you blame her for wavering? I mean, honestly, Joel is walking free, and Lauren has 0 protection.
Thanks for your help, Sarah. I'm concluding this interview at 10:02.
You didn't answer my question.
I thought you'd been rhetorical. Do you need a lift back to work?
I'm fine, thank you. I'll walk.
Any new intel on Deering? You don't think he's going to wriggle off the hook?
Not while there's a breath in my body. I met some slime balls in my time, but
That's just the canteen.
he tops the lot.
So Blondie's playing ball then? I mean, from what I've seen, she's hardly blessed with jewellery appeal.
You know, there's contradictions in a statement. But I get why. And I believe her.
The CPS, though.
They will if we make them. I mean, I could do without this Curtis business. It's a distraction, and it's weakening the case. He's being set up.
Sympathy for a scumbag.
Oh, is that all right? And Deering knows it. But Deering's cocky. Fancies himself as some sort of maverick.
So?
Oh, he wouldn't trust a saint, would he? Let alone a rap with a record like Curtis.
Not even a fall guy. You're giving Joel Deering way more credit than he deserves. He's got under your skin. Admit it.
No, it's just your classic lawyer boy. Superiority complex with a smart comeback for everything.
Nah, he's not that smart. Maybe him and Curtis conspired. Maybe the DNA got there by accident. Who cares? What matters is getting lawyer boy off the streets.
Yes, boss?
Right, Cat, what are you doing here?
Could I borrow a tenner?
A tenner? What for?
Cinema.
Who are you going to the cinema with?
I go to the cinema on my own all the time.
Oh, do you? Right, well, there you go.
Are you really moving to London?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
That does indeed suck. But then again, he's not got much choice, has he? Huh? Got to get away from wrong-uns like your boyfriend.
Not my boyfriend. That sacked him off.
Oh, well, that's music to me ears. Maybe now you'll get some work done, you know, rather than sitting around messaging him all day. Hey, out you. This is not a youth club.
See you later.
See ya.
I reckon you've done yourself a favour there. Cutting loose from that degenerate.
Your mum will be pleased and all, I reckon. Not good luck for a copper's daughter to be hanging around with criminals.
Your mum's a copper?
Oh, who cares who my mum is?
Well, I do as it goes. And obviously you do too, otherwise you wouldn't be so defensive. So come on then, what is she? A traffic warden?
They're not police. The surname's Swain. Doesn't take a genius.
You're dear Swain's daughter? The one that was investigating Lauren's disappearance?
Yeah, and?
think I slagged her off to DS.
Hi. What are you doing drinking here all on your own?
Thought I should get used to it.
Well, not quite yet, eh?
Surprise!
What's this?
Come on up, Chup.
It's a very impromptu leaving do. The others will be along soon.
If we'd have had a bit more notice, then we'd, of course, taken you out for a slap-up.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. It all happened a bit quick, really.
You're telling me I've just got a call from Norfolk asking me for a reference for you?
Yeah.
Which I gave them, by the way.
Thank you.
I didn't mention why you quit, or the fact that you like gabbing more than you're working, or the fact that you like a 2-hour lunch break.
I do not.
You do.
I concentrated more on the fact that you're a good machinist.
Ah.
Because you are. Thanks. Right, drinks are on me. Yes.
Oh, sorry I'm late. I stopped off at the hospital to see Lauren. What can I do you for?
Bad news, I'm afraid. We need to wind down the Joel Deering investigation.
What? Why?
Why do you think? The case has collapsed. CPS will never go for it. Plus, the wrongful arrests of Roy Cropper and Nathan Curtis haven't exactly covered us in glory.
Wait, so we're washing our hands of Lauren because it's bad PR?
You know, as well as me, we've got finite resources. Lauren isn't the only vulnerable girl out there.
Look, right, we've made mistakes. I hold my hands up, but we can get Joel on this.
We have got cases coming out of our ears, Lisa. Ones we might actually stand a chance of winning. Look, it's his word against hers, and frankly, hers isn't reliable.
Oh, he did this all right. If we let him go now, he'll be straight after her or some other vulnerable teenager.
He puts one foot out of line, and we're on him like a ton of bricks.
Look, please, at least speak to Lauren first. Hear her side of it.
I'm sorry. Decision's been made.
We swore an oath to protect people like Lauren. Does that mean nothing?
The case is closed.
Finally. 2 hours I've been waiting around here.
What can I say? Rushed off my feet.
So are you charging me or not?
We reviewed our investigation into your criminal activities.
Alleged activities.
And it's been decided not to pursue our inquiries for the time being.
So, you've got nothing? Oh, that can't look good for you, that. Arresting the wrong man 3 times. Oh, some might say you're incompetent.
We didn't arrest the wrong man. Not in your case.
And yet you've got no evidence.
Oh, we'll find it. Cocky types like you always slip up in the end. In the meantime, even look at Didi or Lauren again, and it won't be prison you'll need to worry about. And yeah, oh, that is a threat.
How is Betsy, by the way? She's still trying to blackmail people? Well, it's to be expected, really, isn't it? You for a mum. She's been neglected. I see it all the time.
You're lecturing me about being a bad parent after what you did to your baby?
Were you up?
That's all gone through. I'll bring it over.
Thanks.
Hey, is it true what Bethany's heard? That Joel got hold of some drug, tried to make Lauren lose the baby?
Seriously?
Who told her that?
Well, I'm hardly going to tell you that, am I?
Well, I'm hardly going to answer it. Excuse me. So, what time do you need to be back at the factory?
Ages yet. So go on.
Go on what?
Well, you've obviously brought me here to have a go about Summit.
What, I can't just have a lunch with my own daughter?
I remember who I am, have you? Feeling better?
Better?
Yeah, it was just Carla said you was off with some bug. I'll bring your sarnies over.
Please don't tell me you've been bunking off.
Yeah, I pulled a sickie, all right? One day. Some of us have a life outside of work.
Right, well, you better head straight back after this. If I hear of you messing Carla around
won't.
again... And I suppose this hectic social life is why you didn't come to me about Joel.
I did.
After a wasted vital weeks.
Do you know what? For a second there, I thought you were actually worried about me, but no. As always, it's always about you and your precious career.
No, I'm just saying, if I'd have known I could have got Joel off the street sooner. Protected Lauren's baby.
Do you know what? Is there anything else you want to blame me for?
Oh, no, Betsy, I didn't mean it like that. Hey, sorry to disturb. Betsy said she was feeling loads better, so I just wanted to check that she'd made it in okay.
Well, funny you should say that, because we're still waiting for her to grace us with our presents.
You kidding? No, sorry, that's probably my fault. I said something I shouldn't have, and she went off in a huff.
What's she blaming you for this time?
Oh, I had a bit of a morning of it at work, and I took it out on her.
Dear.
Yeah. Have you got a minute?
Yeah, of course I do.
We had to let Joel go this morning.
Oh, you're kidding me. Why?
Insufficient evidence. Doesn't mean I'm giving up, though. Not by a long chalk, but it's just something that he said that really got under my skin. Basically, I'd neglected Betsy.
He said that to you? I hope you smacked him one.
He's right, though. If I'd have been around more, then she never would have got mixed up with him.
Oh, come on, Lisa, you're a single mum with a high-pressure career. I can hardly run this knicker factory.
No, it's not just that, though. After Becky died, I should have taken more time off. You know, helped Betsy through it properly, but instead I took the coward's way out and threw myself into my job, and now I feel like I'm losing her as well.
Oh, come on, that's not going to happen, is it? I'm not one that should be giving advice, but have you tried telling her all this?
What, tell her what a mess I've made? I think she's probably worked that out for herself.
Well, maybe she'd like to hear it from you, you know, so that she feels that she's not the only one who messes up sometimes.
The boss reckoned there wasn't a realistic prospect of a conviction. Basically, it's damage limitation.
So Joel gets to walk free to protect their reputation.
This is my fault.
What?
Absolutely not.
If I'd have come back sooner, then Roe wouldn't have been arrested. And then I wasted so much time on Nathan.
Only person to blame here is Joel.
And me. For not seeing it sooner. I let you down. But I meant everything I said. If Joel Deering even tries to come near you,
You'll do what? What, you'll protect us? Because, please, don't give us stuff about people like me. I mean, to them, I'm just some trash off the estate.
No, that's not true. This isn't over, okay? One way or another, Joel Deering is going to pay for what he has done. I give you my word. Okay?
Whatever.
Shouldn't you be heading back?
Can't face it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
This is the worst part of my job.
What, knowing they're guilty, not being able to prove it?
No, knowing they're free to do it again.
Yeah, it's bad enough when it's just some stranger.
This one hit pretty close to home for all of us. Poor Lauren. You know, for all the cases we handle, you'd think we'd be more prepared for crime when it lands on our doorstep. But if anything, it's the exact opposite.
We need to go. Now.
Where?
Hospital.
Where is he?
I got your text.
He's gone.
What did he do to you?
No, not this time, but you said you'd keep him away from me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Look, what did he want?
He wanted to... He came to see Frankie, but I know that wasn't it. He just wanted to get a rise out of me.
What do you mean, a rise?
Dear Swain. Lauren Bolton?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I've been dealing with it. No, it's fine. Leave it with me. Looks like I'm gonna have to arrest you for assault. They've just finished up with Lauren.
So she's being released?
Yeah.
Right. Right, and who was her duty solicitor?
Phil Sissons.
Okay, he's good, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the better ones.
Surely there's no case to answer. I mean, assault. Joel's twice the size.
No, listen, I didn't conduct her interview, but I spoke to the officer who did. Lauren described the whole thing. She was very honest, admitted to attacking him, so... Only thing is, she didn't say anything about texting anyone.
Sorry?
Well, you said she texted you to say that Joel was at the hospital. But Lauren never mentioned it. And from the situation she described, it didn't sound very much like she'd have an opportunity to whip her phone out until after. So why don't you take a leaf out of Lauren's book and tell the truth? So come on. How did you know Joel would be at the hospital? I came here as a courtesy. Please don't make me take you in. Okay. I'll tell you what I think. I think there's a tracking app on Joel's phone. Well, there's nothing wrong with couples sharing each other's locations. Me and Becky used to do it.
He was travelling for work a few months back, and we set it up then.
And when that journey was over, did he turn off the location sharing? Because if it had been turned on this whole time, that's the kind of information I'd have expected you to share with me.
He might have turned it off.
But if someone were to have turned it back on without his consent, well, that's when we start getting into criminal behaviour as well, you know.
Look, it would be pretty hard to prove he hadn't turned it back on himself accidentally.
Yeah, maybe. But that doesn't mean to say I shouldn't arrest you and give it a go.
Okay, but like you say, it's normal for couples to share each other's locations. A court would believe that.
Look, just don't, okay? I really need to trust you, but you've just lied to me. And I'm in a bad enough position already without you making it worse. Oh. Yes? Okay. Thanks. They've just dropped Lauren back off at the hospital. Why don't you go and check on her?
So, we're good, yeah?
You're just lucky I want to catch this guy.
Thank you.
But I'm warning you, watch your step.
I will. I am sorry.
If he gets off on a technicality because you've done something daft...
Hot pots?
Yeah, do you want one?
Yeah, I mean, I did have a booking at the bistro, but then I don't really want to support a business that steals a 20-year-old's inheritance.
I think he can hear you.
I can.
You were supposed to.
So, do you want a hot pot?
I mean, what kind of heartless person takes tens of thousands of pounds off somebody?
I have no idea. Any ideas, Daisy?
And this one tells me stealing isn't stealing anymore.
Sorry, beer in my hand means I'm off duty.
You haven't got a pint.
Lifesaver.
We aim to please.
Keep the change.
So, where are we on the hot pot?
Oh, here she is. Hopefully, about to hand me £40,000.
I'm sorry, Tracy, I've not got the money.
Are you going to get it?
Well, I'm trying, but Rowan's on a retreat and there's nothing I can do till he gets back.
Right. Well, then we've got nothing to say to each other.
Well, maybe I could speak to Amy. Is she at home?
Oh, yeah. Knock on all you like. Admission fee, 40K. Until then, stay away from my daughter.
Hot pot.
think I've lost my appetite.